It's 2 a.m. and you've just hit the wall. You've been studying for hours. Your mind feels foggy, and you start questioning if it's all worth it. But here's the thing. The path you're on, no matter how hard it feels right now, is shaping the future you'll step into tomorrow. We've all been there. Everyone who's ever achieved anything substantial has faced these moments of doubt. So how do you push through them? Point 1. The power of consistency. The first key to success isn't talent, it's consistency. Think about famous figures in education or the workforce. People like Elon Musk, who built companies from scratch, or even someone like Malala Yousafzai, whose dedication to education changed the world. These individuals didn't achieve greatness overnight. They showed up day after day, regardless of how hard it seemed. Just like the daily grind of a student, success comes from small, consistent steps. You're not trying to change the world in one study session. What you're doing today, the small victories, the 30 minutes you spend studying every day, will add up to a knowledge base that gives you the confidence to face anything. Point 2. Building a growth mindset. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned. Maybe you bombed a test or struggled to finish an assignment. But what sets successful students apart is their ability to embrace failure as part of the journey. When you adopt a growth mindset, you start seeing challenges as opportunities to grow, not as walls to stop you. Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck, who developed the idea of the growth mindset, found that students who believed intelligence could grow with effort achieved far more than those who thought it was fixed. Every time you stumble, remember this. It's not the setback that defines you. It's how you bounce back. A failure is just an opportunity to learn something new. Point 3. Managing time. Like a pro, the clock is ticking, and it often feels like there's not enough time to get everything done. But successful students don't just work harder, they work smarter. Time management isn't about cramming as many hours as possible into your day. It's about prioritizing tasks and focusing on what truly matters. Have you ever heard of the Pomodoro technique? It's simple. Break your study time into focused 25-minute intervals, with short breaks in between. This method not only helps you stay sharp, but it also tricks your mind into thinking you're making progress with each small burst of focus. Think about how athletes train. Short, intense sessions, followed by rest. You're the athlete of your own education. Don't try to do everything at once. Break it down and give yourself the chance to recharge. Point 4. The importance of rest and self-care. It's easy to glorify the no sleep, grind until you drop mentality. But the truth is, rest is just as important as studying. Sleep helps consolidate memories, improves focus, and reduces stress. Studies have shown that students who get enough rest retain information better than those who pull all-nighters. Don't underestimate the power of self-care. Whether it's a quick walk in the park, meditating, or enjoying time with friends, balance is key. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of your mental and physical well-being, and you'll find that your productivity naturally improves. Point 5. Surround yourself with positivity. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Successful students know that surrounding themselves with positive, like-minded people can make all the difference. Whether it's friends, mentors, or family, having a support system that encourages your growth is vital. If you find yourself in a circle that drags you down, it might be time to reconsider your influences. Positive energy is contagious, and when you align yourself with people who uplift and challenge you, the journey becomes more fulfilling. It's easy to feel lost in the grind. But remember, every effort you put in today is shaping the persons you're becoming tomorrow. Success is built on persistence, mindset, and balance. Don't measure your journey by the obstacles you face, but by the strength you find to overcome them. So take a deep breath. The path ahead may be tough, but you're tougher. The effort you put in now will shape the future you're striving for. keep going. A student, tired and stressed, sitting at a desk surrounded by piles of textbooks, papers, and a laptop. The camera zooms in slowly as the student rubs their eyes, clearly overwhelmed. Then the screen fades to black with a motivational phrase, "This moment will pass. Your effort today will define tomorrow."
Have you ever sat at your desk surrounded by textbooks, papers, and assignments, but felt like the hours were slipping away faster than you could get anything done? We've all been there. The pressure, the deadlines, the seemingly endless tasks that keep piling up. But here's the truth. You have the power to turn it around, and today we're going to explore how you can turn those moments of frustration into moments of success. Point number 6, believe in your potential. The first step is believing in yourself. You're capable of more than you think. Take, for example, Sarah in New York. She was struggling with her biology class in high school, barely passing tests, and overwhelmed by the amount of information. But instead of giving up, she took a step back and reminded herself of her strengths. She wasn't the smartest in the room, but she was determined. She spent extra hours every week, not only studying harder, but studying smarter. She found new ways to engage with the material, watching videos, taking detailed notes, and even teaching what she learned to friends. By the end of the year, Sarah didn't just pass her biology class. She aced it, earning one of the top grades in her class. Point number 7, master your time. Time management is everything. Think about it. You're a student in the US juggling multiple subjects, extracurriculars, and personal life. It can get overwhelming, right? But here's a game-changing tip. Break your day into manageable blocks. Let's take Jamal from Los Angeles as an example. He was a college sophomore struggling to balance his chemistry homework, part-time job, and a social life. He was constantly feeling behind. But Jamal made a simple change. He started time blocking. Every day, he dedicated specific hours to specific tasks. He'd have a focused 2-hour study session for chemistry, followed by a 30-minute break, and then an hour of reading for his history class. By organizing his day into chunks of focused work followed by breaks, Jamal not only improved his productivity but also reduced his stress. Scene shows Jamal working on his laptop, confidently ticking off tasks on a to-do list. You see, when you master your time, you regain control of your life. You stop feeling like you're always playing catch-up, and instead, you start to thrive. Time blocking isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Point number 8, set specific goals. Having clear goals is like having a map for your journey. Without them, you're just wandering around aimlessly, hoping you'll stumble upon success. But with them, you have a direction. Let's look at Mike from Chicago. He's an engineering student, but his passion wasn't just about passing exams. He wanted to intern at one of the biggest tech companies. So Mike set a goal. He wanted to land an internship by the end of his junior year. But he didn't stop there. He broke that goal into smaller, actionable steps, improving his GPA to a 3.8, networking with professionals in his field, attending career fairs and internship workshops. Mike didn't just dream about his goal, he worked for it, piece by piece, and by the time summer arrived, he had multiple internship offers from top-tier companies.